Hey guys, it's Silver Snorlax, and if you've made it this far, you know you're watching PSA Round 10. This is part 4. I've got about 20, 21, 22 cards left. It is a single user submission, meaning only one person sent the last group of cards, and he's got a lot of really cool stuff. That's why I wanted to hold off to this last part. Not because he's got the most cards out of everyone, but because he's got some really cool old school stuff. Stuff I collect, stuff I like to see. So saved it for you guys. The user who sent is PeopleChamp78, who I've dealt with in the past before, and he's a cool guy. And he's got all kinds of really awesome stuff here, which I want to jump into right away, so I'm not even going to hold off. First thing I'm going to start with, a little weaker than I would like. This is an excellent 6 Squirtle, which can't figure out why it got an excellent 6. Generally, when PSA grades them, you get a 6 or a 5. It means it's creased, or it's been marked in such a way that there's permanent damage to it. So I looked at it all over. Corners and edges could definitely be better, but I couldn't find anything that was PSA 6 worthy. I'm sure it's there because PSA system is incredibly fair, but that's the thing when you send with PSA. It is, in fact, a gamble. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but ultimately the order he sent was a more win than anything else. But every once in a while you'll get a kind of a goofy card. I've had that happen. I sent a card in and it's like, why is that a 5? So just part of PSA grading. But regardless of the grade itself, that's still a little piece of Pokemon history. That's a first edition Squirtle. That's one of the oldest Pokemon cards around. That's really cool. So I'm happy that he still has a little piece of Pokemon history, and that's what I like to focus on. I like to focus on the positive of it. Moving right along, Charmander, near mint 8, first edition base set. Great card this past summer. It was not unusual to see a Gem Mint 10 Charizard sell, or not Charizard, Charmander sell for over $100. That happened a few times on eBay. I watched them, which makes me happy about my own Charmander. I bought him for like $50 months and months ago. But still a card to hang on to. It's really cool. Again, focusing on that aspect of Pokemon history. This is awesome. So I'm very happy he's got a really cool Charmander. Moving right along, this is a card I don't even own yet. This is a Dewgong, mint 9. One of the best cards he had come back out of all the non-holos that he sent from base set. Dewgong, cool card. I love those icebergs in the background, how happy Dewgong looks. Awesome stuff. I love it. So awesome job there, mint 9. Moving right along, he's got a unlimited mint 9 Blastoise. You can tell it's unlimited. There's no stamp there, and there is a shadow along the border, so it's not a shadowless version, but it's a mint 9 Blastoise nonetheless. So always a big card when I was a kid as well. I love how that green and the blue kind of mash together a little bit, and really makes Blastoise pop, kind of explode out of the card a little bit. Of course, that wonderful holographic background as well. Next up, he got a mint 9 Charizard as well. Again, it's the unlimited version. Card that kind of did it for a lot of us who collected years and years ago when the cards first came out. This was huge for us. Charizard here. So I'm glad to see he's got a very sentimental piece of Pokemon history there as well. And that kind of, that does it for his base set stuff. We'll move right along into some of the really cool and some of the really rare stuff he sent. Shining Steelix came back as a mint 9. That holographic look on the Steelix versus that background in the background really makes him pop. It really makes a difference to see it in person. I feel like the camera never does justice to some of the cards that really pop, but when you see it in person, it's a really cool card. I love how it looks. So awesome job for him. He's got that beautiful golden Steelix. Moving right along, I love the artwork on this one. Mint 9 Dark Typhlosion from Neo Destiny. I see that is actually a card. I tend not to review the old sets, go through and look at the artwork. So when I got this card, I was like really blown away by it. I thought it was beautiful. So it was new to me. It was something I didn't collect as a kid because I started falling out of Pokemon around the Neo series. But this is a really cool card. I'm glad I get to see it now, years later as an adult. So this is really cool. I love it. Moving right along, we've got Light Dragonite. That was a dark Typhlosion, by the way. They did light and dark type Pokemon for Neo Destiny, and did they do Neo Revelation, Neo Genesis? They might have. I don't remember if they did or not, but they did feature light and dark Pokemon for Neo Destiny. This is an unlimited version. This is very, very cute Light Dragonite. I like how it looks. How it looks very timid. Actually, is what it looks like. So I'm a big fan of that card as well. Mint 9. Then he got a couple of big cards here. We've got a Gem Mint 10, Shining Noctowl. It's a beautiful card, and it looks just immaculate as well. So big for collectors, the Shining cards. In addition to Gem Mint 10 Shining Noctowl, we've got Gem Mint 10 Shining Tyranitar, unlimited from Neo Destiny. I've always been a big fan of that artwork. I try not to get my own lighting into the shot here, but you can see how that card kind of lights up. Just the Tyranitar lights up. Again, it's one of those cards I always encourage people to buy if they can, because in person it looks so cool. So I'm glad you guys can at least see it on camera, if nothing else. There we go. And then he had a ton. I believe the rest of this, yeah, I'm fairly sure the rest of this is fossil. And he had almost all of the holos graded. I'm not sure if it was every single one. Looks like he might have opened up a box, but we've got a first edition Lapras here, which is Mint 9. First edition Hitmonlee Mint 9. Holographic. A card I really enjoy myself. I believe I bought one of these raw and had it graded, and it just came back looking awesome. So awesome, he's got one as well. Kabutops, same story. Mint 9 first edition. Cool card, beautiful background, very colorful. That swirled kind of look. A little hard to see on camera, but that is a swirled background. Kabutops looking ready to go. Love it. Raichu Mint 9. First edition. That's a cool card as well. Raichu looks very happy. He's very happy to be here. Articuno, gorgeous card as well. It actually doesn't pop as much as I would like it to, because the background and the card, the background and the Pokemon itself are like basically the same color. So it's a little bit difficult to see, but you know what? It's part of the fossil set, it's holographic, and it's awesome. So that's what I'm really happy about. That card looks good. Muck, probably one of the most common fossil cards I've seen, either for grading or put up online, is Muck. First edition. He also got a Mint 9 here, as you can plainly see, but that's a very common one. And then probably one of my favorite cards out of the entire set would be Dragonite, because of that background, that colorful rainbow background. We'll see if we can't catch a little bit of light. It's hard to without my own lighting getting in the way, but it's a beautiful card. It just picks up, there we go, we can pick up a little bit here. That open window behind me. Yeah, it's a gorgeous card. It has all that color behind it. Really cool card. I forget if it was utilized in the TCG. I don't think it was back in the day, so they're a little harder to find, but I've seen these sell on eBay for quite a bit. People get top dollar for this card. That's not unusual, so this is really nice for him as well. Next up, we've got Moltres. Moving right along, he's got basically, I think every holo he sent was a Mint 9, I think. So if he's got a completed set, and if he doesn't have a completed set, he's really close to it. He's got some awesome stuff for resale purposes, because people who have lots of cards, whole lots of cards, can sell them higher. It's a little harder to sell because you have to find the right buyer for it, but a full-blown Mint 9 set is awesome. So Haunter from the same set. I love how he just kind of floats in that background there. It's real purple, real dark. It's a very pretty color. I like it. Haunter looking creepy. Love that. Last holo he sent me was Gengar. Gengar's probably one of my favorite cards from the set as well. Ranks just below Dragonite in my own opinion, simply because of that computer generated look. You guys, when you watch my PSA arrivals for base set, you guys know I'm big into the computer generated look, and Gengar has that computer generated look. I love that smile. It's real creepy, real cool. So this is a big card for me as well, one of my favorites from Fossil. So he's got a really cool fossil set, holographic fossil set, but I've got one last card to show you. And this one isn't holographic. It is fossil, but it's not holographic. And like I've said in the past, I generally look over cards generally pretty quickly. Whenever cards are sent to me, make sure there's no damage, anything like that, because part of the deal when you send to me, I do insure everything fully, and it's insured by cash, meaning you don't have to wait for an insurance company to pay you. I pay you, and then I wait on the insurance company. But getting off topic, this card came through, and I looked it over. I looked it over 6 or 7 times, which for me is unusual. It's generally 1 to 2 shots, and I move on to the next one. This one I looked at, it is absolutely flawless. It is a Gem Mint 10. It's a Sand Slash. And normally the commons and uncommons don't sell crazy well like they do with base set. But I tell you what, I've had a lot of cards come through me over the years, and I've never seen anything quite this good. Corners were perfect. The edges were perfect. The centering, I mean, just like everything fell into place just perfectly for this card. So while it's not a card that will sell like crazy well, I tell you what, I would just keep this in my collection. It's that good. It's perfect. I cannot find a single thing wrong with it, and I highly doubt anybody at PSA found anything wrong with it either, which is impressive because this card was sent to me raw and graded. So it's beautiful. It's a really solid card in every single aspect. So very cool. Very happy for People Champ 78. He's got an awesome group of fossil cards, old school stuff, really cool stuff in general. So very happy for him. All right, that does it. I've spent like a solid hour and a half filming PSA round 10. Hope you guys are happy. There's a lot of really cool stuff that came through this round. I'm really happy I was able to send that many cards. And beautiful thing about it, next video I upload is giveaway based for all of the people who sent. That's how they're run now. So the next video you see, we'll discuss rules and how all that's done. I'm not going to get into it on this video, but giveaway coming up for those guys. Really awesome stuff for those guys. Can't wait to package them all up and send them back to their owners. They're going to have a blast looking at all their stuff. I know I did. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. As always, if you want to send a PSA, drop me a line. I can give you a hand. We can work things out and such like that. So thanks a lot again for watching. Thanks everybody for sending. This was a huge round. This was an awesome round. I hope to top it, maybe get even more users than 18. I know that sounds a little crazy, but I think it's doable, and I think this is really taking off. This is like a mainstay on my channel. People absolutely love doing this with me. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Upload again soon, and just keep your eyes on the channel for more really awesome PSA stuff.